Hi everyone, this is a video helping work through 1.3 part 1 number 5. I think I got all that right. So this is looking ahead to some graph stuff that we're going to work on in 2.3, 2.4. It's trying to get you to spot transformations, so fairly simple changes to an equation, and then in future sections we'll talk about what those do to the graph. So let's see, what you need to be doing here is looking at, for example, in part A, f of x equals x, and saying, okay, which of the three functions up above is that closest to? And I would say it's closest to a of x. And then the question is, what do you have to do to a to turn it into f? And my short answer is I need to figure out how to get rid of this 2, right? So then the important part of this is, how do you get rid of that 2 using function notation? And I can actually think of 2 ways. If we take the entire function a of x and divide its output by 2, that's equal to 2x over x. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm making things up. 2x over 2, sorry, getting excited with the x's, which is equal to x. That's what we want. So f of x is the same as a of x divided by 2. So this is the key part right here, but this over here is me kind of verifying. And then the other thing I can think of is we could actually plug in an x over 2 as well, because a of x takes whatever you give it and multiplies it by 2. So the same thing in that one, it would cancel, even though the setup's just slightly different. So either one of these is a correct answer. Okay, so for part B, let's see, I'm going to switch colors around so it's easier to keep track of what's what. Same thing to start with. Which function is it closest to? And I would say it's closest to c of x. And then again, the question is, what do I have to do to c of x to get a minus 3 out at the end? So you can play around with things. I would hope that we can narrow it down fairly quickly to, it should be either something like this or something like this. And this is one of those things that I hope this question really helps you start distinguishing. So you can just try both. If we do c of x minus 3, that says take your output, 1 over x, and subtract 3, and that's exactly what we want. So I think first try we got that one. But we can also, so this is a good answer, we could also try the other one just to make sure we see the difference. So if I take x minus 3 and plug it into c of x takes whatever I give it and puts it in the bottom of this fraction. It gives me back the reciprocal. So that would give me 1 over x minus 3, which is not f of x. So that does not work. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more, and then I'll let you guys post more questions if you want to see more than that. Okay, so let's see, green for C. Okay, so again, we want to ask ourselves, f of x equals the square root of 2x minus 1. What is that closest to? And I would say it's closest to b of x. So then we have to ask ourselves, how do we get the 2 in there under the square root? So again, I hope you can narrow it down fairly quickly to, I need to multiply by 2 somehow, so maybe I should do 2b of x, or maybe I should do a b of 2x. And then you can just try. So if you do a 2b of x, now hold on, I gotta move up, I'm writing really at an awkward angle. That says take the output of b and multiply it by 2. The output of b is the square root of x minus 1. That's not my f, so that's no good. If I plug in the 2x, function b takes whatever I give it, and it subtracts 1, and then it square roots, and that is what I was hoping for. So this is my answer. If we plug a 2x into b, we get f. Okay, let's see. I think actually I'll put there, that's one with each function. So as I said, let me know if that's not enough to get you going. I can add to it, but hopefully that gets you started. Thanks for watching.